What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And first off, I just want to say that this is going to be a pretty cool video regarding the Pixel 11 and its rumors, and one rumor in particular that I'm super excited for if this happens to be true. But again, these are just rumors and nothing is set in stone until the phone is announced on stage for everybody to see, and for Rick to pretty much, along with his team of people, tell us all the cool things that it's going to have this August. More than likely is when the Pixel 11 will release. But before we get into that, if you guys do me a solid, hit the like button. I would truly appreciate that. And if you like these types of videos, it's probably the reason why you should subscribe. So go ahead and do that now. That way you guys don't forget at the end of the video when this is all said and done. But so Phone Arena has an article that I'm going to touch base with regarding rumors of the Pixel 11. Now, there are a couple of things here that I do want to kind of point out that I will say may have some of you guys a bit disappointed if you're going to be focused on, the rumors in itself. And that has to do with the 128 gig storage option. So apparently, according to this, that they see and feel like that the Pixel 11 will continue that moniker of a 128 gig base model option, which will have a lot of you guys pretty much like, oh my God, Apple did it to 256 and Samsung did it to 256. Why can't Google do it? And look, I agree with you guys. I am not going to sugarcoat it, pussyfoot around with it, or even try to just convince you guys otherwise. I agree with you guys. Like, we're at the point right now where 256 should be the base model. So I don't understand. But again, these are just rumors. We won't know until day of launch. So yeah, they feel like 128 gigs is going to be it. They feel like there's not going to be any change to the body design of it, that it's still going to pretty much like have the Pixel 10, Pixel 9 look. And I'm okay with those things. Okay. Of course, is going to get new AI features, right? Some new AI stuff that, the Goog has been working with. And of course, that's going to be seen in the Pixel 11 and eventually make its way down to older Pixel devices. But of course, at launch, it's going to be exclusive to the new Pixel 11. And they feel like the same camera sensors are going to be there. So, we'll still get the 48 megapixel main shooter and the 13 megapixel ultra wide and a 10.8 megapixel telephoto with a 10.5 megapixel selfie. Okay, granted, I mean, that's not something, in my opinion, that's like such a major break for the Pixel 11. I mean, we've seen from the Pixel 1 to like the Pixel 6a, they've used the same 12.2 megapixel main sensor and it took photos just fine. So it's really like a lot of software optimizations when it comes to the photography on Pixel. So I'm not too concerned about that. The 128 is probably the only thing that's like a little bit of a letdown. I would love to see them actually just, stand up with Samsung and Apple on this and 256 become the base without changing the price. See, that's where Google can really kind of get it for a lot of people, is moving up to 256, but keeping the $799 price tag. Because if you look at the other competitors, they've moved to 256 and elevated the price, but it would take $50 to $100. So, but that's not the thing that's got me excited about the Pixel 11. Okay, that's just one of the things that I feel like that if true is a letdown. The thing that's got me excited about the Pixel 11 is this rumor patent that Google has going on regarding the Pixel 11 and a removable battery cell. This is a game changer. Like I said, we've never seen this in Pixel before, but we've seen this in Android devices in the past. And this was one of the things that had a lot of people just pretty much bugged out when every manufacturer started removing the ability for you to have a removable battery, because a removable battery helps in so many ways. Number one reason, obviously, is you always having a fresh 100% battery cell in your phone. What I mean by that is that over time, as the battery degrades from so many charge cycles and, the heat that it deals with, because remember now, heat is like the number one enemy of batteries. You don't have to go to a store to have it serviced. You don't have to ship it in to have it, battery swapped. It's been dumbed down that it's such an easy thing to do. Just go in there and get a battery swap done. But there are all kinds of things that can happen, including with a technician opening up the device and maybe not putting it back together 100%. Well, what I mean by that is just doing a piss poor of a job putting it back together, and then you lose the water resistance and dust resistance capabilities with the phone in itself. I mean, they literally tell you, like, I've had phones repaired at, you break, I fix it. Even one of the technicians there told me straight up, the moment that they open that phone and just completely in your mind remove the fact that your phone is water and dust resistant because it's been opened after being sealed in the where it's manufactured, right, on the assembly line. When it's sealed there, it goes out with the certifications. When you take it to a repair shop and they open it, kiss it goodbye, because nothing's a guarantee, and you don't want to go and jump in the pool with your phone and then water got in because it wasn't sealed properly. Like, they can't guarantee 100% seal as they do from the manufacturing plants. So that's one of the big things. The other thing that having a removable battery is good for is not only just replacing it with a fresh battery once it's degraded over time, but also being able to carry multiple batteries with you, so you don't have to carry a charger with you. You don't have to worry about buying these $50, $60, $75 magnetic power banks. You just carry several batteries in like a really cool protected casing to keep them safe. And when your battery's like down to 10%, pop out, pop a fresh one in, turn on, keep going, keep it moving, keep it pushing. And that's what I miss about smartphones back in the day that had removable batteries compared to the ones we have today. And yeah, so that's one major crazy thing that I am hoping that is coming to the Pixel 11. If not, that's okay. Bring it to the Pixel 12 and I will upgrade then. It's been so long to hear about removable battery, and there's a lot of people out there that really wish that it had stayed and that they've never lost this feature. So I'm just like, okay, let's see what happens. Let's see if we get to that point where we get a removable battery and such. I would so totally love that. I would so totally love to see that. And I think that would be a major game changer on the plus side for Google Pixels.